valley is vast. We should get to a vantage point if we want to find this expedition.
Я мимо пробежал.
Over there. Tents. This must be the expedition's camp.
It's not looking very good condition. Let's have a closer look.
Signs of combat. They were attacked. By the look of the tents in the campfire, it dates back several days. It seems they were taken prisoner. I don't see any bodies. No weapon leaves this sort of marking. Perhaps they were wielding magic.
Magic?
This looks like scientific equipment. This must be the Lost Expedition's campsite.
Так, записка руководителя экспедиции. Корнеплод состоит из плотных жестких тканей. О, привет, опоздал немного. Ну что ж, бывает. Привет, привет. Да, ничего страшного. Да ты не опоздал, ты... 37 сабов обогнал меня? Серьезно? Круто. Подписчиков, точнее. Не саб. Че, начинаем этот? Спидран по GreedFall. Корнеплод состоит из плотных жестких тканей, издает резкий запах. Некоторых животные на наших глазах поедали такие корнеплоды без каких-либо заметных последствий. Следовательно, растение съедобное. Для окончательного вывода необходимо провести лабораторное исследование. Альфра принесла свою палатку за пределы лагеря. Говорит, что наша болтовня мешает ей сосредоточиться. Очень способная молодая особа, но я теперь понимаю, почему профессор ее прогнал. Характер у нее скверный. Этот вид птиц широко представлен в долине. Очень любопытные создания. Они подходят так близко, что до них можно дотронуться. Вероятно, островитяне на них и не охотятся, иначе они вели бы себя осторожнее. Тем не менее, мясо у них вкусное. Возможно, запрет на охоту как-то связан с местными верованиями. Могу предположить, что наивные дикари обожествляют этих птиц.
There are sketches of flora and fauna. There is no doubt. We are definitely on the trail of the lost expedition. It seems that one of the team kept a distance from the others. Let's see what we can discover.
Копали. Ну, subscribe, это подписчик, то есть сабы. А, ну ладно, хорошо. Просто думал, сабы это типа платные сабы. А фолловер это бесплатные.
That cannot be good. Follow it. Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go. Things are about to get dicey. Of this fate. More blood. We're on the right path. Keep going. A corpse. The clothes cannot be mistaken. It is a scholar of the Bridge Alliance. From the looks of him, I would say he's been dead for days, as we already thought. This isn't the woman whose journal we found. There is still a chance that she remains alive.
I have heard stories from the natives describing Bridger atrocities. If they are true, this violent attack, though tragic, would be justified.
I'll search the body. We might find something to help us understand.
Ключ осторожно. Код снипа.
Here is the isolated camp mentioned in the journal. Everything is in order, but the inhabitants are no longer there. Its position would have allowed them to escape.
Дневник Альфреда. Мы разбили лагерь в долине, которую собираемся исследовать. На этом острове тесно существует огромное множество разных видов растений. Флора здесь настолько разнообразна, что мы просто обязаны найти средства от малихора. Это растение с синими соцветиями и зубчатыми листьями. Невероятная находка. На континенте я ничего похожего не видела. Нужно провести опыты, чтобы выяснить, содержит ли оно активные вещества. Солдаты предупредили нас, что местным жителям нельзя доверять. Более того, в долине они особенно агрессивны. Это прискорбно. Островитянам должно быть известно свойства всех местных растений. Я чувствую, будто за нами следят. Скорее всего, для островитян наше появление не осталось незамеченным. Надеюсь, они понимают, что мы не собираемся с ними воевать, а просто изучаем местную растительность. С каждым днем мне становится все тревожнее. Они подбираются все ближе и ближе, и, боюсь, рано или поздно нападут. У нас мало оружия, мои коллеги вряд ли смогут за себя постоять. Похоже, те, кто за нами следят, приходят с болот. Если ждать нападения, то с той стороны я пыталась предостеречь коллег, но они меня не слушают. А ты потом название меняешь, как я понял? Ну ты ж не обновляешь. И по квесту. Да, я постоянно меняю. В зависимости от того, что происходило в прохождении. Просто я заранее же не знаю, что там ставить. Пока ставлю просто название игры и хэштег там номер. И в течение вот прохождения пытаюсь найти какой-нибудь скриншот, чтобы сделать на фон поставить.
We must follow the tracks of the attack. They will certainly lead us to our party of intrepid scientists.
This naturalist was obviously more rational than her colleagues. The attackers must have come from this path leading to the swamp. Should we follow it?
Подавшие шли со стороны болот. Идем туда. Ты больше половины игры прошел, а я не знаю, на самом деле. Тут проценты даже не знаю. Тут не описывается нигде, не написано. Но я 22 уровень. Уже, наверное, много. Надеюсь, тут не надо качать до 100 уровня персонажа. Ну, где-то плюс-минус наверняка половину прошел. Потому что я уже сколько бегаю по этому острову. А как раз на этом острове мне надо и найти лекарство. Потому что я уже многие легендарные вещи собрал. Сетовые такие предметы. Прокачал полностью магию. Харизма. Ну-ка, я сейчас их успокою.
We have no desire to fight you. We only want to find the lion sages. They are not warriors, but their chief is ready to send an army of warriors to liberate them. If you help us bring them back, you will save your tribe from a costly battle in lives.
He speaks truly. Look, one of them is already eager to bring lion warriors back to us.
All we wanted was for them to tell us where our brothers are being kept.
What good is this if we must leave our camp behind? Very well. Stay away from the main entrance. Our guards will not welcome your arrival.
Pass around. There is a smaller entrance hidden there. The lions are kept in a home in ruins.
There must be a key somewhere to open the door, but I know not where it is kept.
Вот это... Помню, задумался. Лекарство, это же от слова лекарь, я тогда умею. Ты стала чуть на 1% умнее. Что такое? Кто?
I'm not
Oh.
here to kill you.
Успел скриншот сделать.
Tell me then, what is your intended purpose?
We were sent to look for you.
Apologies, but allow me to express my doubts.
After this little swim, you could always try to pull the trigger.
Who sent you to find me?
Well, we were not looking for you in particular, but the entire expedition. It was Governor Burham who asked us to find you. He's worried about you. You haven't been reporting.
You should have said that straight away. I must admit, I was hoping for a rescue.
Ну, таким представлял своих спасителей. Ничего себе, важная персона.
Do you have a name?
Desarde. I'm from the congregation.
The new governor's cousin, who wears an islander face.
Как можно, блин, тыкать мне в
I've heard
лицо
stories
ствол
about
свой,
you.
а?
And then?
Captain Vasco. Though I realize I am quite far from the sea.
Kurt,
Вот только эта приманка, видимо, была, она внизу валялась
I
просто. Она
protect our
наверху сидела.
excellency's back.
На дне
And
дерева.
if one of your violent fits overcomes you, rescue party or not, I will
О,
kill you.
Курт
This
нормально
is a rather
сказал.
odd group. I am Afra, a scholar from the Bridge Alliance. It is rather rare to find me rolling in the marshes. I study the fauna and flora of this isle. I should imagine you have many questions.
Так. Сколько ты уже местную фауну перебил? Ну, почти, наверное, всю фауну, которую видел здесь. Просто хожу, всех убиваю, не просто изучаю. Всех убиваю. И каким образом, я не знаю, так хочу найти себе лечение от Малихора, перебив весь остров. Она выскочила из бутылки, ну это я уже сказал. По-моему, ГГ довольно престижный мужик очень даже. Но он этот, посол. Представитель своей фракции. Так что да, нормально такой. Дипломатичный мужичок. Так, спасите от жизни плену. Об исследованиях.
Have you made progress in your search for a cure?
We were studying some quite remarkable plants when we were attacked. The region is rife in unknown and novel species. Some seem incredibly promising. The local shamans know all these plants and they use them in their remedies. If only we had been able to converse with them rather than getting ourselves captured.
Мне почему-то кажется, что она будет моим напарником. Очередным.
What has happened since the attack? How long have you been in these marshes?
We were taken prisoner and were brought to a village nearby. I was able to escape while the others were taken to a house that they use as a prison. I wanted to join the Bridge Alliance frontier post not far from here, but I wasn't able. So I doubled back to keep watch of the village from a distance. I have been hoping to find a way to free my companions, without any success so far.
Так, спасите нападение.
We saw the site where you were attacked. What exactly happened?
We were taken by
А я, кстати, про эту игру
surprise.
читал сегодня.
One
Потому что
moment
разработчики,
everything
у них
was
там
calm,
финансов было немного,
and the
они
next a war party of natives
ну,
fell upon us.
как могли,
I
так
had an
сделали.
uneasy feeling
Они
and
бюджета,
kept myself
из малого
apart.
бюджета сделали
But
такую
when I
игру.
heard my fellow scholars shout, I rushed over.
Так что да, игра
Most of my
неплохая.
companions are incapable of defending themselves,
так
and we
не
didn't have
подумать.
guards to protect us. One of them tried to flee, but they brought him down. We decided to give ourselves up to avoid a massacre.
Could you lead us to the village where your colleagues are being held prisoner?
Certainly. We are oh so very close, and I fully intend to participate in this rescue. I'm not one to sit around and twiddle thumbs.
Так, надо за ней бежать. Спасти ее товарища. Что это такое? А, я должен был прям именно за ней бежать. Я понял. Шаман. Шаманом короля. Кстати, мне кажется, в 12-18 веках были самые честные бои на мечах, мушкетах. Тогда даже 10 армия могла убить 25 армия, а то и более. Сейчас сколько больше, я думаю. Честные бои? Не знаю. Ствол против меча. Это разве честно? Давай двигай быстрее. Ну вот, я вот, все хорошо. Я думаю, она забагалась. Так, добираемся до какой-то горы. Мага с Вальдерем Великой Битвы. Красота. Мне в этой игре вот очень интересно то, что вот в этих местах стоят современные постройки. Вон дом стоит многоэтажный. Там такие же окна обычно стоят. Типичная кладка. Вот очень интересно, что здесь произошло. Откуда здесь такие современные дома стоят?
This is where the natives took your colleagues.
Yes, it is here. These ruins are being used as a camp by the native raiders.
There are so many of them. Better to remain discreet.
I have spied on the camp and discovered where my colleagues are being held. They are being kept in the old walls of the main ruin.
Не, ну тогда хоть шансы были, а сейчас Украина... Жестко.
I would rather avoid unwarranted deaths. We should wait
Почти
until
избежать.
nightfall and look around the camp to find a more discreet way to get inside.
Давай дождемся ночи.
Indeed, it would be wiser than trying to get in through the gate.
Так, дождались ночи и двигаем. Цветные волколаки. Там сказали, есть какой-то потайный вход. А ладно, сейчас не быстро пройдем. Так, быстренько расправился с ними. Скоро левел ап. Вижу, там вроде есть проход наверх. Вот, кстати, видишь? Типичная кладка. Такое разве раньше было? Из красного кирпича. Древние строения стоят. А, здесь я должен спуститься. Там вообще многоэтажка стоит. На горе. Вечер до конца досидел, просто в чат не писал. А, ну вчера слился, блин, я вот... Зря начал хард играть в Outwards. Игра прикольная Outward, но там на харде очень тупо. Ну, там тема такая, типа... У тебя есть 20% шансов, то что если ты умрешь, то у тебя сохранение удаляется, ну, как бы, все удаляется при этом. Надо было просто в обычный режим играть. Какая есть теория, какая? Ты о чем? Теория об этой игре? Или теория о чем-то непонятном? Сейчас левел-ап будет. Так, что мне поднялось? А, после... А, стоп, нет, что, сколько очков было? 2 очка целых. Ну, наставлю так. Теперь у меня есть АУЕ лечение, АУЕ... О, вот одна. Не о игре, а в реальности. Что, века, когда греческие мифы начали появляться, ну или Рим, не помню, у них была очень крутая цивилизация, которая себя уничтожила. Ты, типа Атлантида имеешь в виду? Которая шла под воду. Может, о ней? Меня удивляет штука, древнегреческий огонь, который не тух на воде. А, да, прикольная такая тема, там я тоже читал книжки, там мифы и легенды народов, книга о Греции, о Египте, там типа, был греческий огонь, который поливался. Там у них на кораблях были пушки целые. Таким греческим огнем. Ну не пушка, а типа огнемет. Зелье. А нету зелья, да? А вот зелье туман. Так, надо выключить свет. Да, грецкий огонь, не ошибся. Да-да. Грецкий огонь. Но я прочитал как грецкий огонь. Что мне делать? Надо по стелсу пройти. Освободить участников экспедиции. Что у них в лагере-то никого нет? Закрыто. Может просто ночь, из-за этого никого нет. У нас учебники по истории за 6 класс вроде. Мы немного там Русь проходили, Ольга, Игорь. Еще там кто-то. Что-то вроде царь Игорь или Иван. Не помню. Ну, на Грецию, но их закидали этим огнем. Ну, я историю плохо знаю, на самом деле. И они не доплыли, ну это понятно. Игра такая, тоталвар, Medieval Тоталвар 2 была такая. Там можно было так раскачаться, и у тебя в итоге были греческие войны с огнеметом. Я тут еще помню греческие. Они вручную таскали. Там на поле боя. Это было очень эпично. Ой. У стражи. Тоже у меня историк наш уже есть. Не, история на самом деле классная. Просто я в то время не так интересовался. Мне сейчас как-то она более интересна. Если бы я вот сейчас пошел изучать историю как в то время, я прям засел бы и читал бы все. Ключа нету. Бля. Мне нравится стратегия? Очень. Я раньше очень много стратегий играл. Раньше их уже постоянно выпускали. Сейчас их не так сильно выпускать надо. И где мне искать ключ-то? У нас по истории почти каждый день урок самостоятельно гулять. Самостоятельно. Раньше сколько миллион стратегий раньше было. Империя Total War, там Age of Mythology, там Age of Empire, различные игры были. Stronghold серии игр очень много. Все эти играл. Всякие команды Conquest, такая игра была прикольная. Там ты мог играть за какой-то Ирак, Америка и Китай или Россия в разных версиях. Тоже очень прикольная игрушка была.
Afra, is that you?
Come quickly. We don't have much time. Thank you for your help.
Do not thank me yet. We are still in a shipload of danger.
Че, я только одного ученого спас? А нет, там не один. Полить огурцы надо. А вдруг еще что-то понапрягают. Ладно, я погнал. Ладно, давай, удачи. Чтобы у тебя мощно там все полилось. Ой. Так, он пошел. Надеюсь, у него развернется сразу. Я мог выйти отсюда. Ё-моё. Я же могу просто выйти отсюда. А, ладно. Сегодня никого не было даже. А нет, есть. Может, сюда не пойдет? Ну, здесь такой класс простой, и это хорошо на самом деле. Не мучает.
Now, we must find a way to get out of this valley without putting my companions in danger.
Надо выйти просто сюда. Блин, надо подойти ближе к ним. Ё-моё. Все? происходит? Мы с ним поговорить надо? Ё-моё. А, я должен их туда отвезти, все понял. Вон один еще стоит. Пойдем. Не хочет.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Trakarid, mercy, you have defeated us. Spare us our lives.
If you spare them, they will only hunt us down until we are all dead.
No, you have our word. We have been bested. We will let you move on in peace.
How can we trust you? You attacked our camp when we were not even armed.
They are savages. They had us caged like beasts.
We only sought to learn where you have caged our people.
Killing men that have surrendered does not sit well with me. But you are the master of this ship. It is your decision.
Да я не буду их убивать.
Very well. Leave. And I hope you keep your word.
Thank you, Onol Manawi. I have spoken, and I will honor my words, qua awalam seg.
We are no longer in danger. Thank you for your help, Desade.
I must admit, the reasons for my being here are not entirely selfless. Your research to find a remedy against the malachor could save many lives in our cities as well.
You speak like a true man of science. Cut to the point. Then you'll be thrilled. Your heroic efforts to save us from those savages could help.
Где?
We've made a discovery.
Is that right? In that case, we need to speak with Governor Burham immediately.
Very well. I'll accompany you.
Let's be off.
Неужели они нашли лекарство от Малихора?
Sir Desade and our expedition. I thank you sincerely for having brought them back, Excellence. You are a providential man.
Please, sir. It was you who convinced me and my cousin of the capital importance of their research.
Research that has borne fruit, Your Excellency.
Truly? This is excellent news. You have found a plant with sufficient properties?
Not exactly. Know that during our captivity, an island woman visited the camp. The natives called her Tiena Hac Cadactus and treated her with utmost reverence. I heard them talk about a remedy, a universal remedy it seemed, that she had concocted.
Incredible. To think that what we have been searching for all these years could have been created by a savage. We must converse with this woman, and in haste.
We would be happy to assist in this matter, Governor, but I fear we would not be particularly well received.
If obtaining a remedy for the malachor is at stake, I would be happy to take charge of the matter.
I would like to accompany you if the Governor gives me leave. I will not miss an occasion to meet the woman who elaborated such an important panacea.
Accorded. It is only right that one of our own participate on the expedition that will restore health to our continent.
Very well. We shall do all in our power to find that woman.
Альфара. Стихийный дроп, стихийная бомба, ружья. Так. Поиск молодцы. Поговорить о Тир-Фради, что-то там. Ждем Дунейла из Гравогавас. Калаш. Ничего интересного. Надо продать что-нибудь. Вау, вот это оружие. Ну-ка. Медальон. Это на танка. Так. Где там Васко? Что-то это не важно. Ничего. Десарде. Я могу с ним к ним официально заявиться, получается, без нападения.
Do not take a step further.
We come in peace. My name is Desarde. I am from the Congregation of Merchants. We would like to speak to your chief.
Foreigners like you bring nothing but pain and death. The last who came here took away our prisoners.
I must admit to you that I am responsible. We had no choice but to free the sages. But I did all in my power to avoid bloodshed. I spared your warriors' lives when they were at our mercy.
They spoke of you. They say you keep the words you speak. Will you keep your peace?
I swear it.
Then you may enter. But we have an eye on you. Darren, our chief, will not be happy to see you. You will need to convince her you are worthy of trust.
Do it! What are you doing? Who let you pass?
Your men. We are here to parley with your chief.
Parley? With Renaigse? You truly believe that...
Leave this to me. I want to know what they have to say. I know you, Renaigse. It is you who freed the lion prisoners. You wounded none of my own. That required great skill. Speak. I will hear you.
Сказать, что поселенцы уйдут, если получат лекарство.
We seek audience with the Tiernaha. We believe that she knows of a remedy for a sickness that kills thousands in our homeland. This disease and the quest for a cure pushes my people to come to your island and to invade it. But if we could finally heal the sickness, most of them would return to their country.
You say it is a sickness that drives you like a plague over our island? Like locusts?
It is the main reason. Our lands have become a sad cemetery filled with the bodies of our dead.
This sounds true. You walk with the shadow of death. But what you tell me pleases me. I prefer chasing you away with our blades. But we have already lost so many of our own. Does your word carry value for your people? Are you a respected chief?
I am the cousin of the governor of the congregation and his emissary. He hears me.
Then promise me what you say is true. That you will do all you can to leave when you have found your remedy.
That I promise you.
You will find the Tiernaha in the village of Vigshardir. to the northeast of this camp. Now leave us. And do not betray your word.
Как я заставлю всех уехать? Опа. Недописано письмо профессору Сарафедину. Я шел к вам с припасами для экспедиции, которую вы поручили мне собрать. Тут появилось одно из созданий, о которых вы рассказывали. Огромная тварь, похожа на оленя, который ходит на двух ногах, просто выше деревьев. К сожалению, она меня заметила и бросилась ко мне. Я пытался защищаться, но ее панцирь прочнее любого нашего доспеха. Мой меч отскакивал от него, как от камня. Мне удалось убежать, но с такими ранами я до вас и не доберусь. Надеюсь, кто-нибудь найдет меня и передаст вам это письмо. Передайте моей жене, что я люблю ее и... Кстати, у Альфы. У меня же вроде нормальные стволы были.
Bortir to Madre Naixe.
Good day. I seek the Mistress of Wisdom, the Tierna-ha-Kadachtas.
I have no idea what you want with her, but no one in the village will tell Renaixe where to find her.
I do not seek to harm her, only to speak with her.
I don't know where she is. Her Voglenteig might know, but I think he will tell you nothing. You are in one of the most sacred villages of our lands. The Renaixe are not welcome here, and we are busy making ready for the great hunt.
Maybe I could help you with something.
Help us? Why not, after all? It would speak well of your intentions. During the great hunt, we place bells on the path to keep the animals away. During the last hunt, there was a great storm, and the bells were badly damaged.
Would you like me to repair them?
That would be good. If not, we need to make new ones, and I am afraid we will not have the time.
Колокольчики починить. Еще колокольчик. Ё-моё.
Good day. I'm looking...
What are you doing here? You are in a hidden village, a sacred village. The Renaiksi have no place here.
I seek an audience with the Mistress of Wisdom, the Tierna. Do you know where I can find her?
The Tierna is in her home. She goes, she comes as her heart desires. Only her Voglendaig must know. And if I knew where she was, it's not me who is going to tell her, Renaiksi. Go away, leave me alone now. I have much to do. The great hunt is coming.
You spoke about a great hunt. What is it?
A sacred ceremony, of course. How in your countries do you honor your lands and assure their abundance?
Well, it's a bit...
You Renaiksi are very strange. It is no wonder that you come to our lands. If you do not honor the land with the great hunt, you must lack game to hunt. Each year, one of our own, our best hunter, dresses up as the Andrig. He becomes the White Andrig during an entire night and the others hunt him. If he escapes them, the game will be abundant, and the gathering fruitful during the entire year. It is a very important celebration.
I must take my leave.
Тут еще есть. Хотя они все одно и то же говорят. Пойду почти колокольчик.
Let's take a look at these chimes. Its base is damaged. The wooden tubes can no longer hit each other. We will need to craft a new base.
Child's play. I'll help you if you want.
А как? Сделай.
Green blood, my friend. Do you need something?
I must leave.
Не понял, он говорит, еще я могу помочь. Силы. Блин, а? У меня ремесло-то не прокачано. А, вон есть. Перчатки.
These chimes are once again in working order.
Не ботинок это. Видимо, стены везде. Что за операция? Понял. Вначале должен был быть пустой.
Seeing where it's been hung, it isn't surprising that these chimes are making no sound. They're far too low and can't catch the wind. Now with the chimes in the proper place, they should sound like they're supposed to sound. The base of this bell is damaged. That's why it no longer makes a sound. I need to build a new one. These chimes are once again in working order.
To my help! Death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Watch out! Grenade!
We're running out of energy! Drink a potion!
These chimes here are simply tangled. I need to untangle them without breaking them. There! Everything is in order. It will chime whenever wind blows upon the branches.
И обратно. Это сундук стоял.
Do it! You cannot enter here. It is the dwelling of the Tir-Fradi.
Very well. I'll be on my way.
Я не с тем говорю.
Well now, Renaikse. Were you able to repair our bells for the hunt?
Yes, they're all working now.
You are very surprising. But I should have known that as an Onolmanawi, you would be different than the others. I now believe your words to be true when you say you desire no harm to our Tirna. You need to find her Voglendai. I will tell him that your intentions are heartfelt.
Неужели?
Do it! You cannot enter here. It is the dwelling of the Tir-Fraди.
Very well. I'll be on my way.
Стоп, я же могу
Good
войти.
day. My name is Desarday. Would you be the Voglendike of the Mistress of Wisdom?
Bir Tirtumad, Renaxe. Yes, I am among us. What are you doing here in this sacred village?
Do you know where I might find the Mistress of Wisdom?
The Tir-Fradi. I regret she is not here.
Do you know where she might be found?
I am sorry, but I will not tell her a nice stranger to us. Your kind has many who bend the truth to their desires. Some of them tried to capture her. You need to prove to us that we can trust you.
Я же показал уже.
Tell me what I could do.
You could help me find the sacred seal that I lost. This would prove a little. It is a sacred stone that my mistress asked me to study and meditate with. I had it with me when I was going to the river, but I was suddenly attacked. Of course, the animals left me alone in the end, but I dropped the seal in my flight. I would gladly go and look for it, but I am alone in the village, waiting for the Tir-Fradi. And what with the preparations and the great hunt, I cannot leave at this time.
I see. I'm going to look near the river and see if I can find it.
Thank you, Renaxe.
I must leave.
Пойти. Найти печать Ангоса.
Ongos,
What do you want, Renaxe?
I found your seal. It was indeed near the river.
My heart thanks you. You are a Renaxe like no other. The Tir-Fradi would have been angry if I had lost it. The Tir-Fradi went into the sacred bosque. She goes often there to meditate.
And where could I find this bosque?
To the west of the village, into the heart of the woods. There is a passage between the rocks that gives access. Be wary. This is an untamed place where the animals are wild and numerous.
I must leave.
Вот так.
Do it! You cannot enter
Да я
here.
туда не собирался.
You are not welcome here, Nancy.
I regret troubling your rest. My name is Desarday. I am a legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Mev, daughter of Morrigan, daughter of Cardwin. What is a legate? And what could he want from me?
I am an emissary, a representative of my nation. I've come to speak to you about a cure.
Of what cure do you speak? You do not show signs of sickness.
I'm not. But on our continent, many people are dying from a terrible plague. We have named the sickness the malihor, and none of our doctors have been able to heal anyone taken ill. We have heard talk from some of your people of a cure that is so powerful that it can heal almost anything. You would be...
You must share with us the formula. Too many lives are at stake.
You come here to my home, and you command me to help you. Arrogance. Renoixe.
Please forgive us, I beg your pardon. We have seen so many people die of this affliction. This miraculous cure that we've heard talk of, could you share the formula with us?
You are either completely crazed or foul liars. None of this makes sense.
But
Enough. I have lost enough time with your lies and your foolish thoughts. I do not know what you truly want from me, but I will not be used like some puppet.
To my Things are about to get dicey.
Куда она делась? Так, пойду-ка алтарь науку заберу.
To my help. Move away. Things are about to...
Так, дневной день. Походу будет босс.
These roots are so interwoven and taut that it's impossible to get through them. There is residue. It looks as if something had been placed here. She passed through here, there's no doubt about it. But how was she able to get past these roots? This stone stele has something to do with the entry of the grotto. But how? This is obviously island magic. Some sort of ritual. The roots must open if one places the proper offering on the altar stone. I wonder if Ongos, the Voglendai, will know how this works.
Гост спросительно.
Were you able to meet the Tir-Fraди?
Yes, but to my grave disappointment, she fled before I could expose my arguments.
Yes, many strangers have tried to capture her many times. She must have decided you were one of them.
I'm once again in need of your assistance. I must take the passage blocked by a door of roots.
You had the honor of speaking with my mistress. If she chose to follow the sacred passage, then it is that she had nothing more to say to you. Why would I share with you the understanding of the ritual that protects her?
Убедить.
I promise that I mean her no harm. I just need to expose as best I can the problem at hand. Her help is truly necessary. Thousands of lives are at stake.
Tell me more.
My people have fallen prey to a serious illness, which has almost certainly taken my own mother by now. If we do not quickly find a remedy, we shall all follow her to the grave. But the Tir-Fradi can help us. We are sure of that. She will know of a remedy able to heal this sickness that plagues us.
Your quest seems noble and with great respect for the life of all. You must feed the offering ward to enter into the passage and meet her once again.
I need to place a seed on the stone stele, don't I?
Yes, you must make this offering. I cannot tell you from which plant it is given, but there is a chance there are more in her dwelling. I will let you enter this one time, but treat her dwelling with respect, I ask you.
Thank you for your help.
Do not be so eager to thank me. The place you enter is
очень
ripe
опасно
in
тут.
dangers.
Ни
As
одного
to
уже
all
такого
sacred
мощного
places,
противника не
it
видел.
defends itself with the wild beasts that it fosters. This passage leads to a forest where the ancestors of the Tir-Fradi makes her home.
And why should I fear the ancestor?
Have stories of the Nadaig been shared with you? In your
Дядя
language,
Хранитель тут
you would
перебил
call
уже
them
половину.
guardians.
Yes. I even encountered one. She was magnificent.
Молодец.
Then you know of what I speak.
I must leave. This plant looks familiar. I saw some not far from here. Unfortunately, it's lost its seeds.
I've already come across this flower. It is very rare, even for such an island as Tir-Fradi.
This looks like a collection of skulls from various animals. I wonder what purpose they serve. All of this is extremely interesting, but alas, it won't help me open the root passage. This bark is covered with little symbols. It looks like some sort of writing, though I've been led to believe the natives have no written language. I should speak with Siora when I have the chance. Perhaps she could explain what it is. All of this is extremely interesting, but alas, it won't help me open the root passage. All these crushed plants and these powders. She must have been preparing a potion. It might be the miraculous remedy. To be so close and yet to have no idea what to do with all this.
With more time, I could study all of these components and perhaps...
I doubt that Ongus will give us a chance to study this. We need to find the Tiernahac. I don't see any seeds here. The only clue we have is this plant. Let's try to find some other flowers. It might be their seed that opens the passage.
Я вижу уже.
And these flowers. Perhaps this is where the Tiernahac Cadactus finds the seeds. These flowers are similar to those we found in the dwelling of the Tiernahac, and they bear seeds.
A seed to part the roots. I'll admit that it is poetic, but completely defies all logic.
We have what we need. Let's go back to the stone stele.
Еще раз есть.
And there.
What an amazing place. I'd love to have enough time to explore it. I might discover some secrets of the natives' exceptional knowledge.
We did not come to defile this place, and we do well to hurry. The Tiernahac Cadactus has quite a head start.
Я уж с ними отрезал, да?
A chasm. She must have jumped over it.
We cannot go this way. There has to be another path.
To my help! And death to the...
Да, как бы давно прям прошел. Тихо вернулся. Так. Иду прям пройдусь, посмотрю, что там.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! To my help! And death to the...
Здесь проход. Здесь проход. Что произошло? Ну, тут оказалась женщина, знает лекарство от всех болезней. Вот я сейчас к ней хочу попасть. Она все от нас убегает. Думает, что мы... Ну, думает, что мы врем. Ну, мы ей сказали то, что вот наша страна умирает от чумы. Она не поверила нам и начала от нас убегать.
It's not possible just now.
Да, она не доверяет. Да еще до этого рассказывают, то, что на нее пытались покушаться. Ее пытались украсть. Ну, тоже, видимо, слышали, что она знает лекарство. Пытаются из нее добыть информацию. Поэтому не доверяют. А где она в итоге-то, не понимаю. Нашел, походу. Лес древних. Чую, будет бой с боссом.
We're on the right track. There are some fresh prints here.
I hope she didn't hide in this forest. Finding her here would be quite troublesome.
I feel as if we're being watched. We'd better be careful.
Угу. Какой-то алхимик. О, босс. Ё-моё. Хорош, Курт, давай своим мечом давай его. Очень легко. У меня ствол. Я стволом не пользуюсь.
We didn't want this fight.
Что за кретин этот?
Why? Why?
In order to capture and extract from her what we need. To examine her. Dissect her, if necessary. You have done us a great service, guiding us directly to her.
Are you saying that...
Even if the creature has concocted some remedial potion, it is not the song we came for, but the bird. She leads the sorcerers of this island. She knows how they transform, and from where their powers originate. Our scientists think that the remedy is there, in their pseudo-magic, and in their mutation. Thank you for bringing her to us, and ridding us of the monster.
Do you think I'm going to allow you to manipulate me?
I don't think anything. Apologies, Excellency. But you are going to die tragically from a stray bullet intended for the monster. To my help!
Серьезно, но один хотел против нас всех. Идет.
Mercy, Your Excellency, I surrender. How dare you ask for mercy after attempting an assassination? After revealing your conspiracy to me? You deserve nothing less than death.
I will not go down without a fight.
Да. Так, и что дальше? Она умерла?
Tiana Haq? She's unconscious. We need to bring her back to her village. She needs to be tended to. We should leave right away.
Is she going to survive?
Yes, she will heal.
Рана не глубоко.
They were not shooting to kill her. And we are resistant, you know. The bond empowers us. It gives us the vigor of animals, the resilience of trees. It's undoubtedly for that reason that your alliance is so interested in us. Tiana, he does not mean to harm you. Please, let me...
What do you want from me, Ranaikse?
We were manipulated by the Alliance. We had no idea that they sought to capture you. We believed their fable of a miraculous remedy. We killed the man that wounded you. He will hunt you no longer. And their governor will have explaining to do.
I suppose I should thank you for having pulled me from their claws and bringing me here. And to have crushed the life out of a few of these parasites. There is indeed a remedy. But I doubt that I can do anything against this sickness that you describe. I don't know it. And I don't see how I could create a remedy that would heal it.
Perhaps you could try. We are desperate.
This remedy was prepared for a precise purpose. To heal those who escaped the claws of the Alliance. These monsters capture the Sinol Menawi and torture them, bleed them, put things in their veins. Those that do escape are in such agony that our care and comfort are not enough to mend them. That's why I made this remedy. Not for your malihor. My people have never fallen prey to such sickness.
How can you be so sure? Perhaps it's your tremendous resistance that protects you from the sickness.
Perhaps. Enon mil frictimen protects us all.
Enon mil frictimen?
God of 1,000 faces in your tongue. The one and many who protects us and our island. They and we are tied and bound, as they are tied and bound to you. Their generosity to our people is infinite, but the crimes of the Renaikse enrage it. After all, perhaps your malihor is their vengeance.
This is strange. The two tracks that we followed have led us to the same name. Enon mil frictimen.
The god of the island. A god that seems to be truly real and friendly, above all. But to think he would go as far as to create a sickness for all of us.
He could have created this sickness out of vengeance, or to weaken the enemies of his people. I don't know. I still think we're missing important pieces of this puzzle. Either way, one thing is certain. If there is something, or someone on this island powerful enough to heal the malihor, it is certainly him. We need to bring this news back to Constantine. Even if we don't have a remedy yet, he'll be happy to know that we've made progress.
Так, возвращаемся к Константину. Я поменял бы команду.
Cousin! You have returned! How did things go?
Oh, you don't look well. What's happened here?
Nothing. Nothing terribly bad in any case. I must have eaten something that's having trouble going through me.
Seems to me that this illness has been lingering too long. Who prepares your meals? Are they safe?
No one is poisoning me, dear cousin. We are far from court and their customs. It's nothing. Take my word for it. Now then, what do you have to tell me?
Allow me to present Afra, an emissary of the Bridge Alliance. She is an eminent naturalist who studies local flora in an effort to find a remedy.
Your Excellency, it is a great honor.
You were part of Governor Buren's lost expedition, if I've understood correctly, were you not?
Yes, and our research would have borne fruit if it hadn't been so brutally interrupted.
I can only imagine. Nevertheless, you are most welcome. Your great learning will certainly prove useful. I implore you, my dear cousin. Do continue. We are eager to hear your news.
We had a talk with Lady Morange and we explored the ruins that she suggested we visit. All our findings point to one conclusion. Those ruins were originally built by the Congregation of Merchants.
The Congregation? Us? But Father never once even hinted. Once again, he must have deemed me unworthy to know the secret. How he must despise me.
Constantine.
We need to learn more. I want to understand. I need to know everything my father has kept from me. This question also concerns you. You look too much like a native for that to be a coincidence. Since we cannot bombard my father with questions, others here must give us the answers we require. The congregation, even in the past, could not have made it to this island without help. We are pitiful sailors.
You were thinking of us. But I assure you that I know nothing of this story.
You are perhaps simply not aware, but your admiral stationed at the captainry surely is. Go and find her, cousin. Try to learn the final chapter of this story.
Very well.
Anything else?
I wanted to inform you of our progress made in the attempt to discover a cure. As you advised, I followed the leads shared by our allies, none of which led anywhere. However, they both pointed in the same direction, towards a sort of god that the natives worship. They call him mil Frictaman, the god of many faces. He is very powerful and protects the island.
How can you be sure that it's not some sort of myth? Even a superstition?
I saw it with my own eyes take shape during a ritual. It is possible that the malachor is the expression of its vengeance.
You are referring to the secret we unearthed. The entire continent is paying today for the errors of our grandparents. It is a terrifying perspective.
But if it were true, he must also be able to help us heal.
Princess, could you shed some light on this being? Is it possible to meet him?
All the Donegada know him. He is the strength, the spirit of Tir-Fradi. You were looking for a demon or a remedy from plants, so I did not think of him. But yes, he is very powerful and as old as our world. He could surely heal your sickness. But it is not simple to meet him. Impossible, I would think. Though it is not my place to judge, you need to earn the trust of Glendan, the elder of the council. Ask him for his help. He lives in the village of Dorchad Genadu. It is in the heart of our island, at the entrance to our most sacred lands.
Thank you for your help, Princess. I will not forget the numerous services you have provided for us. And thank you, dear cousin, for everything.
Так. этом красном.
Do it!
Hello, my name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. May I enter?
Good day, Legate de Sardet. No. This building is closed to Renaigse.
I am Siora, daughter of Bladne, daughter of Meb. My mother, the Mal of the Red Spears, was a member of the council.
All here remember, and the worst Tirse. She was a courageous Mal, but you are not yet Mal in her stead, and you do not carry her seal. I am sorry, Siora. I cannot allow you to enter.
I beg your pardon. I did not know.
If I cannot enter, perhaps you could tell the elder of the council that I request an audience.
Glendon cannot speak with you, Legate. Times are difficult, and his time is precious. He only accepts to meet the members of the council or their representatives.
How can I prove that I'm the representative of one of them?
If you are a trusted friend of a council member, he will give you his seal, and we would know it. I will then be glad to allow you to enter. You would be the first Renaigse to obtain such an honor.
I will return later.
If you have a... You have returned.
If I cannot enter, perhaps you could tell the elder of the council.
Glendon cannot speak with you, Legate. He only accepts to meet...
How can I prove that
If you are a trusted friend, I will...
Как найти члена совета и взять у него печать? Не понял, куда идти. А, дождаться.
You have returned.
I will return.
If you have a...
Я не понял. Здесь не дождаться.
You have returned.
If I cannot enter,
Glendon cannot. He only accepts.
how can I prove that I'm...
If you are a trusted friend, I will then be glad to allow you to enter.
I will return.
If you...
Может, с кем-то поговорить там?
Bird dear to man.
Центр горы. Немного не 5 есть, но я тут помидор бабушка где находится. Ага. Молодец. Да, ничего страшного, 5 действий. 32.
You have returned.
I will...
If you...
Ой, не понимаю, что делать.
Karans, do you need something?
I'm asleep.
Где мне найти член совета?
You have returned.
I will return.
If you...
Может поговорить надо с каким-нибудь главой лагеря? В деревне какой-нибудь?
Tir Tumad. I am Dunkas, the Mal and the Done god of the Yigido. You're very strange for Renaise. Who are you?
My name is Desarde. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
You are a Lugair Blau? Oh, I didn't know there were Onal Manawi amongst them. They may not be so different from us after all. What brings you here, Onal Manawi?
I'm asleep.
What?
Ты застопорился на этом квесте. Ладно, тогда секрет князя возьму. Что там, что случится? Тут не одно племя, тут их куча.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've explored many ruins on this island, ruins that after careful scrutiny were built by the congregation. In one of them we found a journal that made reference to your guild. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival of the Bridge Alliance a decade ago. These discoveries raise a good many questions, questions that my cousin would like you to answer.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by the pact. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, has problems with certain members of Teleme. The bishop that accompanies you on occasion could without a doubt tell you more.
I won't hesitate to speak to him about it.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the pact. I will answer your questions. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Дайте. Стоп, не сюда. Петрус где-то здесь. Стоп, Петрус.
Green blood, my friend. Do you need some?
I must leave.
Говорит, с Петрусом разноглась между автом и телемой. А, Петрус, он этот. Один из спутников.
My dear child, what can I do for you?
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral concerning what we found in those ruins. She said she was bound by a pact that kept her from answering questions on the subject.
The Nauts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans. I suppose that she wants something in exchange.
Effectively. She told me that her men posted at San Mateus met with some problems, and she advised me to speak to you. Does that make sense?
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about. Or rather, who. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already witnessed it for yourself at San Mateus. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Teleme, and refuse to express their faith openly. It is possible they have decided to target the Nauts. We will need to speak with those on Teleme lands. And of course, seek out the Bishop Domitius.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Есть люди, которые видят цвета звуков. видеть кита звуков. Даже звучит странно.
Hello, sir. You are from the congregation, are you not?
Indeed.
Нет,
Desarde.
не знаю таких людей.
Your admiral has sent me here.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port commander here. What might I do for you?
Почему мы разговариваем в темноте?
Your admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few citizens of Teleme. What more can you tell me?
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. Yeah, I even received threats to my own person. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the stake. Burning me? Then two of my men up and disappeared, and I do not believe in coincidence. I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal, but she did not answer my requests for an audience. The games of politics are not my forte, and investigations even less so. Find my men. I implore you. More questions?
Thanks.
Naughts like to be secretive, just like us. Guilds always are. But that does not make them heretics and poisonous. These priests are exaggerating.
We should talk to some other sailors at the port. If some of their comrades have also disappeared, they may be able to give us some information. Good day. I'm looking for several sailors. Some naughts that disappeared a few days ago.
Sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. But I did hear talk like everyone else on the port, but that's all. You should ask the mage inquisitors who have taken up lodgings here of late. They must have certainly seen something. We see them everywhere. Especially eyeing all that the Naughts are up to.
And what do these mage inquisitors look like?
They wear a very peculiar symbol.
We cannot question all the inquisitors roaming around the island.
Какого расспрашивать? Нет.
Good day. I'm looking for two men, Naughts, that went missing a few days ago. Do you know anything about them?
Why? As a matter of fact, I do. 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tavern having a conversation with a sailor, a nice fellow. He was telling these stories. He was drinking hard. He went outside for a moment to... you can imagine. And well, he never came back. He wasn't that drunk to have passed out. If it were that, we would have found him. No. Something happened to him. That's a fact. But I would be at a loss to tell you what.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that is where we should go.
Интуиция. Нейрологический феномен, при котором раздражение в одной сенсорной или когнитивной системе ведет к автоматическому непроизвольному отклику в другой сенсорной системе. Человек синестет. Очень много сложных слов. Непроизвольный отклик в другой сенсорной системе. Еще сложности инфы, согласен. Да, там очень много сложных слов. Без расшифровки не понять. Ой, здесь тупик. Зачем я тупик делали? Чтобы лишние секунды прибегать.
We're approaching the tavern.
If we're discreet, we should be able to eavesdrop on a conversation.
When are we going to act? Our men are twiddling their thumbs, and that's bad for their morale. Let's not even speak about the guards at the prison. Who likes having clandestine prisoners in their jails?
You are impatient. We haven't been able to get out of them what we need to hear, but it won't be long. Then we can act and launch the grand purification of the Nauts. While waiting, keep your men on a leash, especially those in the jails. If the Mother Cardinal learns that you are detaining Nauts in a cell in your barracks...
We'll be in muddy waters. But then you will too. No need to remind me.
They're gone.
To hell with those extremists. Why did they have to drag us into this? We must set these Nauts free from their jails, Greenblood, or the situation will escalate and it will be bad for everyone. As for this talk of purification, there's something really suspicious about it, in my opinion.
Как туда идти дальше?
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen, and it's free. Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice. You won't be disappointed.
Кстати, ты говоришь, что? А, я не помню это понятие расшифровки.
You have no authority
Если
to
мне
go
нужна
any
расшифровка
further.
понятия.
Do not forget that there is only one song that can make us change our minds, Greenblood.
Played with golden notes.
You said it. Or songs of steel. They also open doors.
Подкупиться. Куплю?
And if I gave you this, so that you might go and have a little fun?
In that case, I could certainly look the other way for a while, but be discreet.
Locked.
Стоп, я зашел просто в камеру.
Locked.
Что делать? Стоп, у меня... Снэш застрял. Жесть. А, ну да, то же самое. У меня ча... Блин, я застрял перс. Ну как ты, блин, в топ залез-то? Ё-моё. А, все, нормально.
I don't have the key.
Как мне ключ-то достать? Ну вот это шаги на шагомет. Надо было драться с этим мужиком. Где мне ключ достать? Ой, ё-моё.
I don't have the key.
Я быстренько сейчас брошу шкиналку. Ой. Так. Навыки медитации. Ё-моё. Так, все.
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those inquisitors are completely mad. They tortured us. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. Stories of some demonic cult and curses of Malihor. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us. But you must make haste. They are planning some sort of wickedness.
They spoke of a great purification. And after that, they did this to us. It doesn't bode well. Not at all. I heard them talking about their headquarters near the palace. Maybe you'll learn something there of interest. Thank you again for freeing us. We'll be able to make it back to port on our own.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification before they can execute their plan. We should go see this Demetrius after all. What he will tell us may help us understand.
Мне кажется, есть уникальное кольцо. Что, бандит обычно?
do you want from me, my son?
Sir de Sardet, emissary of the congregation.
Ah, the congregation still has the uncanny gift of surprising us. I am Bishop Domitius. I represent the Ordo Luminous on the island. What can I do for you?
I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my son. And of course the pagan Nauts would be among them. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange rituals that they keep to themselves under cloak of mystery. The sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature, just like the sorcery used by the natives. And to top it all off, and this is where it stings, we suspect them to be at the origin of the Malihor.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Naut suffering from the blood plague? Why are they spared? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin, calling upon various cursed rituals. It's as simple as day. I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in their stockhouses in the port.
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Anything else?
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you?
I have come to inform you of the existence of a secret camp, created by the Inquisitors of the Ordo Luminous. From what we know, they abduct natives and take them there to torture them and convert them by force. And those who refuse to renounce their faith, despite their suffering, are shot in cold blood.
What? Where did you hear such things?
From the natives themselves, Mother Cardinal. But surely Bishop Domitius will be able to tell us more about it.
This is nothing but a web of lies that those pagan natives invented to harm us, Your Eminence. There's nothing here that could...
Enough, Domitius. If the natives are complaining to the congregation about the exactions of the Inquisition, it is our duty to intervene.
In that case, we should act fast, Your Eminence. Because one of these native clans is getting ready for an assault. They managed to find the camp and are gathering their troops.
I implore you to dissuade them, Your Excellency. It is our duty to fix this situation. I wouldn't want the natives to think that we were letting them suffer without doing anything. Since you seem to know all the details of this matter, will you agree to lead my troops?
You want me to lead the offensive on this bastion of the Inquisition?
Yes. Of course, you would be leading a troop of guards, which I will immediately put at your disposal. Go to the barracks and show this mandate to the quartermaster. He will ensure that you are provided with the men you need. As for me, I pray the Enlightened will guide you in this terrible task. Domitius.
И на этом я остановлюсь. Игра очень долго раскрывается. Надеюсь, скоро я ее закончу.